When you lose someone or something you love, the world tells you to move on, stay strong, and find closure. But Buddhism teaches something different. Buddhism teaches that peace after loss does not come from moving on. It comes from moving through. Most people suffer after loss because they are trying to escape the pain. They distract themselves. They keep busy. They pretend they are fine. But beneath the surface, grief sits heavy and unresolved, quietly draining their spirit. And because they never learned how to be with their pain, they stay stuck in emotional turbulence for years. Today, you will learn how Buddhism guides you toward real peace after loss. Not the kind of peace that pretends the loss never happened, but the kind of peace that holds the loss without breaking. And once you understand this path, grief will no longer have the power to destroy you. 1. Loss is not the problem. Resistance to loss is the problem. When something precious is taken from your life, the immediate instinct is to fight reality. Your mind refuses to accept what happened. It loops through the same painful thoughts. This should not have happened. Why did this happen to me? If only I had done something different. You replay moments, searching for an alternate ending that will never exist. Buddhism teaches that this resistance is where suffering intensifies. Loss itself is painful, but the refusal to accept loss creates a deeper, more persistent suffering. You are not just grieving what you lost, you are grieving the version of reality you wanted to keep. The human mind clings to permanence, even though nothing in this world stays the same. You build your sense of security around people, circumstances, and identities, believing they will remain unchanged. But life does not wait for your permission to shift. Relationships end, people leave, bodies fail, circumstances collapse. Everything that arises eventually dissolves. When you resist this truth, you create inner conflict. One part of you knows the loss is real, another part refuses to believe it. This tension becomes exhausting. It drains your energy. It clouds your mind. It makes simple tasks feel impossible. You wake up tired. You move through your days feeling disconnected. You wonder if this heaviness will ever lift. But the moment you stop fighting what has already happened, something changes. The tension begins to release. The exhaustion starts to fade. You are no longer using all your mental energy to argue with reality. Instead, you allow reality to be what it is. This does not mean you stop caring. This does not mean the loss no longer matters. It means you stop adding unnecessary suffering on top of the pain that is already there. You begin to see that acceptance is not about agreeing with what happened. Acceptance is about acknowledging what is true. Buddhism teaches that the root of suffering is attachment. Not because loving someone is wrong, but because clinging to what is temporary, as if it is permanent, sets you up for devastation. When you cling, you create the illusion that loss can be avoided. And when that illusion shatters, the fall is harder. Letting go of resistance does not happen all at once. It unfolds gradually. Some days you feel lighter. Other days the weight returns. But each time you choose to stop fighting reality, you reclaim a little more peace. You stop exhausting yourself with impossible battles. You stop demanding that life undo what cannot be undone. And in that surrender, you finally begin to breathe again. 2. Grief is not weakness. It is love with nowhere to go. Many people believe that feeling deep grief means they are emotionally fragile or spiritually weak. They think that if they were stronger, wiser, or more enlightened, the pain would not affect them so intensely. So they hide their grief. They push it down. They apologize for crying. They feel ashamed when sadness overwhelms them. But Buddhism does not teach you to suppress grief. Buddhism teaches you to understand it. Grief is not a flaw in your character. Grief is the natural response of a heart that loved deeply. When someone or something that mattered to you is gone, the love you felt does not disappear. It remains inside you with nowhere to direct itself, and that unspent love becomes grief. This is why grief can feel so overwhelming. You are not just missing what you lost, you are holding the weight of love that can no longer be expressed in the way it once was. Your heart is still reaching for someone who is no longer there. Your mind still turns toward moments that will never return. Buddhism invites you to honor this grief instead of resenting it. When you feel sorrow rising, you do not need to push it away. You do not need to distract yourself immediately. You can sit with it. You can breathe through it. You can allow it to move through your body without fearing that it will destroy you. Grief becomes dangerous only when you resist it for too long. When you bottle it up, it festers. When you avoid it, it seeps into every corner of your life. It shows up as anger. It shows up as numbness. It shows up as a heaviness you cannot explain. But when you allow grief to surface naturally, it begins to transform. Think of grief like water. If you try to hold it in your hands, it slips through your fingers. If you try to dam it up, the pressure builds until it breaks through. But if you let it flow, it moves on its own. It rises, it falls, it softens over time. Buddhism teaches that impermanence applies to emotions as well. Grief is not a permanent state, it is a wave. Some waves are larger than others. Some days the wave crashes over you with force. Other days it is gentle. But no wave lasts forever. If you allow yourself to feel what is present without clinging to it or pushing it away, the intensity naturally subsides. This does not mean the love disappears. This does not mean you forget. It means the grief stops controlling your life. It means you learn to carry the loss without being crushed by it. You begin to understand that feeling grief does not make you weak. It makes you human. And when you stop judging yourself for grieving, you stop adding shame on top of sorrow. You stop telling yourself you should be over it by now. You stop comparing your healing to someone else's timeline. You give yourself permission to grieve in your own way, at your own pace. Buddhism teaches compassion toward yourself in moments of suffering. When grief arises, you meet it with kindness instead of criticism. You remind yourself that this pain is not a punishment. It is proof that you loved. It is proof that what you lost mattered deeply. And once you stop treating grief as an enemy, it stops feeling like a prison. It becomes something you can hold gently, something you can live alongside, something that eventually softens into a quiet ache instead of a constant storm. 3. Impermanence is not cruelty. It is the nature of existence. One of the hardest truths to accept after loss is that nothing lasts. You want to believe that the people you love will always be there. You want to believe that happiness, once found, will remain unchanged. You want to believe that life will give you time to say everything you need to say and do everything you want to do. But Buddhism teaches that impermanence governs all existence. Everything that arises passes away. Relationships that begin will one day end. Bodies that are born will one day die. Moments that bring joy will eventually become memories. This is not pessimism. This is reality. Most people spend their lives pretending impermanence does not exist. They avoid thinking about death. They avoid difficult conversations. They assume they will have more time. And then loss arrives suddenly, without warning. Stripping away the illusion of permanence they built their entire sense of security on. The shock of loss is magnified when you have spent years denying that it could happen. You feel betrayed. You feel blindsided. You feel like life broke a promise it never made. But life never promised permanence. You just assumed it did. Buddhism does not teach impermanence to make you cynical or fearful. Buddhism teaches impermanence to liberate you from the suffering that comes from clinging to what cannot be held. When you deeply understand that everything changes, you stop taking things for granted. You stop delaying love. You stop postponing joy. You stop waiting for the perfect moment because you understand that every moment is fleeting. Impermanence also means that grief itself is temporary. The pain you feel today will not remain at this intensity forever. The sorrow that feels unbearable right now will soften. The emptiness that consumes you will eventually make space for other feelings. Healing does not mean forgetting. Healing means learning to hold the memory without the memory holding you. When you resist impermanence, you create suffering. When you accept impermanence, you create space for peace. This does not mean you stop caring about what you lose. It means you stop expecting life to defy its own nature. Accepting impermanence changes how you live. You become more present. You pay attention to the people you love while they are here. You say the words that matter. You let go of grudges. You stop wasting time on resentment. You understand that every goodbye is final in some way, even the temporary ones. This awareness does not make life sadder. It makes life richer. When you know something is temporary, you cherish it more deeply. You stop taking moments for granted. You stop assuming you will always have another chance. And when loss arrives, as it inevitably will, you are not as shattered by it. You are not as shocked. You are not as consumed by the illusion that it should not have happened. You grieve, yes. You feel pain, yes. But underneath that pain is a foundation of understanding, a foundation that knows loss is not a deviation from life. Loss is part of life. Buddhism teaches that resisting impermanence is like trying to stop the ocean from moving. You can stand on the shore and demand the waves stay still, but the waves will not listen. Or you can learn to move with the waves. You can learn to swim. You can learn to float. You can learn to trust that even when the water pulls you under, you will rise again. Impermanence is not punishment. Impermanence is the rhythm of existence. And once you stop fighting that rhythm, you stop exhausting yourself. You stop feeling betrayed every time something changes. You stop collapsing every time something ends. You learn to hold what you love with open hands. You learn to appreciate what is present without demanding it stays forever. You learn to say goodbye without bitterness. You learn to remember without drowning. And in that acceptance, you finally find the peace that resisted you for so long. 4. Pain is inevitable. Suffering is optional. Buddhism draws a clear distinction between pain and suffering. Pain is the natural response to loss. It is the ache in your chest when you think of someone who is gone. It is the tears that come without warning. It is the loneliness that settles in when you realize you cannot call them anymore. Pain is unavoidable. If you loved, you will feel pain when that love is disrupted. This is not a problem. This is not something to fix. This is simply what it means to be human. But suffering is different. Suffering is what happens when your mind adds layers of resistance, judgment, and story on top of the pain. Suffering is the voice that says, "This is unbearable." Suffering is the thought that says, "I will never be happy again." Suffering is the belief that says, "I cannot survive this." Suffering is the mental narrative that turns temporary pain into a permanent identity. You start defining yourself by your loss. You become the person whose life was ruined. You become the person who cannot move forward. You become the person who is broken beyond repair. Buddhism teaches that you can feel pain without creating suffering. You can grieve without drowning. You can miss someone without losing yourself. The key is learning to observe your thoughts without believing every thought is true. When you notice yourself thinking, "I cannot survive this," pause. Is that thought true? Or is that thought a reaction to overwhelming emotion? The truth is, you are surviving. You are here. You are breathing. You are reading these words. The thought that you cannot survive is not reality. It is fear speaking. When you notice yourself thinking, "This pain will never end," pause again. Is that thought true? Or is that thought forgetting that everything changes? The pain you feel today is not the same pain you will feel next month or next year. Emotions are not permanent. They rise and fall like breath. Suffering intensifies when you resist what is happening. When you tell yourself you should not feel this way, you create inner conflict. When you compare your grief to someone else's and judge yourself for not healing faster, you create shame. When you replay the loss over and over, searching for a different outcome, you keep the wound open. But when you allow yourself to feel pain without adding mental resistance, the pain moves through you more naturally. You cry when you need to cry. You rest when you need to rest. You talk when you need to talk. You sit in silence when you need silence. You stop trying to control the process and you start trusting it. Buddhism teaches mindfulness as a tool for navigating grief. Mindfulness means staying present with what is happening right now instead of getting lost in thoughts about the past or fears about the future. When grief arises, you notice it. You name it. This is grief. This is sadness. This is longing. And then you breathe. You do not try to make the feeling go away. You do not judge yourself for having it. You simply acknowledge it and allow it to exist. This simple act of awareness creates space. It creates distance between you and the emotion. You realize you are not your grief. You are the one who is aware of grief. This distinction is powerful. When you believe you are your grief, you become consumed by it. When you understand you are the awareness observing grief, you reclaim your sense of self. The grief is present, but it is not all of you. There are other parts of you still intact. Parts that can still feel gratitude. Parts that can still notice beauty. Parts that can still connect with others. Suffering tells you that because one part of your life is broken, your entire life is broken. But that is not true. Loss creates a wound, but it does not destroy everything. You can hold grief and still experience moments of peace. You can miss someone and still enjoy the sunrise. You can carry sadness and still laugh at something funny. Buddhism teaches that peace does not require the absence of pain. Peace requires the absence of resistance. When you stop fighting what is real, you stop creating unnecessary suffering. You allow pain to be pain without making it mean something catastrophic about your future. And in that allowance, healing begins. Not because the pain disappears, but because you stop adding layers of suffering on top of it. You stop telling yourself stories that make the pain worse. You stop demanding that life be different than it is. You learn to sit with discomfort without panicking. You learn to feel sadness without collapsing. You learn to grieve without losing yourself completely. This is the path Buddhism offers. Not a path that eliminates pain, but a path that teaches you how to carry pain without being destroyed by it. A path that shows you the difference between what is real and what your mind creates. A path that leads you back to peace, even when the world feels broken. 5. You do not heal by forgetting. You heal by integrating. After loss, many people believe the goal is to move on. They think healing means reaching a point where the loss no longer affects them. They think peace comes from leaving the past behind and focusing only on the future. They think strength means no longer feeling pain. But Buddhism teaches that healing is not about erasure. Healing is about integration. It is about finding a way to carry the loss with you without being crushed by it. It is about transforming the relationship you have with what is gone. When someone you love dies, they do not leave your life completely. They remain in your memories. They remain in the lessons they taught you. They remain in the ways they shaped who you are. The physical form is gone, but the impact is not. Buddhism teaches that honoring this connection is part of healing. You do not need to force yourself to forget in order to feel better. You do not need to avoid memories in order to move forward. You can remember and still live. You can hold the past and still embrace the present. Integration means you stop treating grief like an enemy you must defeat. Instead, you begin to see grief as a companion that walks beside you. Some days it is louder, some days it is quieter, but it is there. And that is okay. Integration means you stop waiting for the day when you will no longer miss them. You accept that missing them is part of loving them. The longing does not mean you are stuck. The longing means the love was real. Integration means you allow yourself to feel joy again without feeling guilty. You laugh without immediately punishing yourself for having a good moment. You begin to understand that happiness after loss does not dishonor what you lost. It honors the fact that you are still alive. Buddhism teaches that clinging to grief out of loyalty is another form of suffering. Some people believe that if they stop grieving intensely, it means they did not love deeply enough. They hold on to sorrow as proof of love. But love does not require constant suffering. Love can exist in gratitude. Love can exist in memory. Love can exist in the quiet understanding that someone mattered. Integration also means you stop defining yourself solely by your loss. Yes, the loss changed you. Yes, it left a mark. But you are not only the person who lost someone, you are also the person who loved someone. You are also the person who is learning to live again. You are also the person who is discovering strength you did not know you had. Buddhism teaches that everything you experience becomes part of who you are. Loss does not erase your identity. It adds a layer. It deepens your compassion. It sharpens your awareness. It teaches you what truly matters. It strips away what is superficial and reveals what is essential. This does not mean loss is a gift in disguise. Loss is loss. Pain is pain. But within that pain, there is potential for transformation, not because the loss was good, but because you are capable of growing through difficulty. Integration means you stop resisting the fact that you are different now. You stop trying to return to the person you were before the loss. That person no longer exists. You have been changed. And that is not a failure. That is simply what happens when life moves through you. You begin to rebuild your life with the loss woven into it. You create new routines that acknowledge the absence. You find new ways to connect with what was lost. You speak their name. You honor their memory. You carry them forward without being trapped in the past. And slowly, over time, the pain softens. Not because you stopped caring, but because you learned to hold the loss without letting it consume you. You learn to remember without drowning. You learn to grieve and still live. Buddhism teaches that peace after loss is not about reaching a destination where grief no longer exists. Peace is about learning to live with both grief and joy, both loss and gratitude, both absence and presence. It is about holding complexity without needing to resolve it. This is integration. This is healing. This is how you honor what was lost without losing yourself in the process. 6. Letting go does not mean you stop loving. It means you stop suffering. One of the biggest misunderstandings about Buddhist teachings on loss is the concept of letting go. Many people hear let go and think it means stop caring. They think it means erasing the person from their heart. They think it means pretending the loss does not matter. But that is not what letting go means in Buddhism. Letting go means releasing the grip of attachment that creates suffering. It means loosening the mental and emotional clinging that keeps you trapped in pain. It means allowing what is gone to be gone without fighting reality every single day. When you cling to someone who is no longer here, you are not keeping them alive. You are keeping yourself in agony. You are holding on to an image, a memory, a version of them that cannot return. And the tighter you hold, the more it hurts. Letting go is not about forgetting. Letting go is about freeing yourself from the constant battle with what is. It is about accepting that they are gone without needing to make yourself miserable to prove you loved them. Love does not require suffering. You can love someone deeply and still choose peace. You can honor someone's memory and still rebuild your life. You can miss someone and still allow yourself to feel happiness again. Buddhism teaches that attachment is rooted in fear. The fear of losing. The fear of being alone. The fear that if you let go, you will lose the connection completely. But the connection does not depend on your suffering. The connection depends on the love that existed, and that love does not disappear when you stop torturing yourself. Letting go also means releasing the version of the future you had imagined. When you lose someone, you do not just lose the present. You lose the future you thought you would have with them, the plans you made, the moments you anticipated, the life you imagined building together. This loss of the imagined future is one of the hardest parts of grief. You grieve not just who they were, but who they would have become. You grieve the conversations you will never have. You grieve the milestones they will never see. You grieve the life that could have been. Buddhism teaches that this imagined future is an illusion. It never existed. It was a projection. It was a hope. It was a dream. And now that dream is gone. Clinging to it only creates suffering. Letting go means accepting that the future you imagined is not the future you will live. And that is painful. But it is also true. When you release the imagined future, you create space for a different future, a future you cannot yet see, a future that may surprise you, a future that may bring unexpected moments of peace, joy, or connection. But you cannot step into that future if you are still clinging to the one that will never be. Letting go does not happen all at once. It happens in small moments. One day, you realize you thought about them without crying. One day, you laugh without feeling guilty. One day, you make plans without feeling like you are betraying them. One day, you notice the grief is still there, but it is not suffocating you anymore. These are not signs that you have forgotten. These are signs that you are healing. These are signs that you are learning to carry the loss without being destroyed by it. Buddhism teaches that peace comes from releasing the resistance that keeps you stuck. When you let go of the demand that life should be different, you stop exhausting yourself. When you let go of the belief that you must suffer to prove you care, you stop adding unnecessary pain. When you let go of the fear that moving forward means leaving them behind, you stop holding yourself hostage. Letting go is an act of compassion toward yourself. It is choosing to honor your own life. It is choosing to give yourself permission to live again, even though someone you love is gone. It is choosing to believe that they would want you to find peace, not spend the rest of your life drowning in sorrow. And in that letting go, something shifts. The weight lifts slightly, the breath deepens, the world begins to feel a little less heavy. You are not forgetting, you are not abandoning, you are simply choosing to stop suffering as proof of love. Because real love does not require your destruction. Real love allows you to grieve and still live. Real love allows you to remember and still move forward. Real love allows you to carry the loss without being defined by it. This is the freedom Buddhism offers. Not freedom from grief, but freedom within grief. Not freedom from pain, but freedom from the suffering your mind creates on top of pain. Not freedom from memory, but freedom from the belief that memory must imprison you. Letting go is not betrayal. Letting go is liberation. And once you understand this, you finally begin to breathe again. 7. Peace does not arrive when the pain ends. Peace arrives when you stop resisting the pain. Most people believe peace after loss will come when they no longer feel sadness. They believe peace will arrive when the memories stop hurting. They believe peace will show up when enough time has passed and the wound has closed completely. But Buddhism teaches something different. Peace does not come from the absence of pain. Peace comes from the absence of resistance to pain. Peace is not the destination you reach after grief disappears. Peace is the state you enter when you stop fighting what is real. When you resist pain, you create internal tension. One part of you is experiencing grief. Another part of you is rejecting that experience. You tell yourself you should not feel this way. You tell yourself you should be stronger. You tell yourself you should be over it by now. This inner conflict drains you. But when you stop resisting, the tension releases. You allow grief to be present without demanding it leave. You allow sadness to surface without judging yourself for feeling it. You allow the process to unfold naturally instead of trying to force it into a timeline that makes sense to others. Buddhism teaches radical acceptance. This does not mean you like what happened. This does not mean you agree with it. This does not mean you wanted it. Radical acceptance means you acknowledge what is true without adding layers of mental resistance. The moment you stop saying, "This should not have happened," you stop fighting reality. The moment you stop asking, "Why me?" you stop exhausting yourself with unanswerable questions. The moment you stop demanding that life be fair, you stop creating suffering on top of pain. Peace in the midst of grief looks different than you might expect. It is not constant happiness. It is not the absence of tears. It is not pretending everything is fine. Peace in the midst of grief is the ability to hold pain without being destroyed by it. It is the ability to feel sadness without believing it will last forever. It is the ability to grieve and still notice beauty. You can feel peace and still miss them. You can feel peace and still cry. You can feel peace and still wish things were different. Peace does not erase grief. Peace holds space for grief without letting grief become your entire identity. Buddhism teaches that you are larger than your pain. Pain is something you experience. It is not who you are. When you identify completely with your grief, you lose yourself. When you understand that grief is one part of your current experience, but not the totality of your being, you reclaim your sense of self. This shift in perspective changes everything. Instead of thinking, "I am broken," you begin to think, "I am experiencing brokenness." Instead of thinking, "I will never be happy again," you begin to think, "Right now, happiness feels far away." But that does not mean it will always feel this way. Buddhism teaches impermanence, applies to everything, including your emotional states. The pain you feel today will not remain at this intensity. The sorrow that consumes you now will eventually soften. The emptiness you carry will begin to fill with new moments, new connections, new meaning. But you cannot rush this process. Healing has its own timeline. Grief moves at its own pace. Peace arrives when it arrives, not when you demand it. Your job is not to force healing. Your job is to stop interfering with the natural unfolding of healing. When you stop resisting, you stop blocking your own recovery. When you stop judging yourself, you stop creating shame. When you stop comparing your grief to others, you stop feeling inadequate. When you stop demanding that you feel better, you stop putting pressure on yourself. And in that release, space opens. Space for breath, space for rest, space for gentleness, space for moments of peace to slip through the cracks of grief. Buddhism teaches that peace is your natural state beneath all the mental noise. When you stop fighting, when you stop resisting, when you stop creating stories about what your pain means, peace is what remains. Not because you earned it, but because it was always there, waiting for you to stop blocking it. This is the path Buddhism offers. A path that does not promise the pain will disappear. A path that promises you can find peace even while carrying pain. A path that teaches you how to grieve without losing yourself. A path that shows you how to honor what was lost without being destroyed by the loss. And once you walk this path, you discover something profound. You discover that peace was never something you had to create. Peace was something you had to uncover. It was buried beneath layers of resistance, judgment, stories, and fear. And the moment you stopped piling more weight on top of it, peace rose to the surface. This is how Buddhism teaches peace after loss. Not by eliminating grief, but by transforming your relationship with grief. Not by forgetting what mattered, but by remembering without suffering. Not by becoming someone who never feels pain, but by becoming someone who can hold pain with grace. 8. You are not rebuilding the life you had. You are building a new life that includes the loss. After significant loss, many people spend years trying to return to normal. They want their life to feel the way it felt before. They want to wake up one day and realize everything is back to the way it was. They want the loss to somehow undo itself. But Buddhism teaches that there is no going back. The life you had before the loss is gone. The person you were before the loss no longer exists. You have been changed by what happened, and no amount of wishing will restore what was. This realization is painful. It feels like another loss on top of the original loss. You are not just grieving the person or thing you lost. You are grieving the version of yourself that existed before the loss. You are grieving the innocence. You are grieving the sense of security. You are grieving the belief that life was predictable. But this realization is also the beginning of healing. Because once you stop trying to go back, you can start moving forward. Once you stop demanding that life return to what it was, you can begin building something new. Buddhism teaches that all of life is a process of creation and dissolution. Things form, things fall apart, things form again in new shapes. This applies to your sense of self as well. The old version of you dissolved when loss entered your life. Now a new version is emerging. This new version carries the loss, This new version has been shaped by grief. This new version knows pain in a way the old version did not. But this new version is also stronger, more compassionate, more aware, more grateful for what remains. Rebuilding does not mean pretending the loss did not happen. Rebuilding means creating a life that acknowledges the absence while still making room for presence. It means honoring what is gone while still participating in what is here. You create new routines that work for your current reality. You form new connections that meet you where you are now. You discover new sources of meaning that reflect who you have become. You stop forcing yourself to fit into a life that no longer fits you. Buddhism teaches that suffering comes from clinging to how things were. When you keep trying to recreate the past, you stay stuck. When you accept that the past is gone and the present is different, you create space for something new to grow. This does not mean you forget what you lost. This does not mean you stop honoring their memory. This means you stop living as if they are still here. This means you stop waiting for a life that will never return. This means you give yourself permission to adapt. Rebuilding is not betrayal. Rebuilding is survival. Rebuilding is choosing to continue living even though part of you feels like stopping. Rebuilding is an act of courage, not an act of forgetting. Buddhism teaches that life continues whether you participate or not. Time moves forward, days pass, seasons change, the world keeps turning. You can either resist this movement and stay frozen in the past, or you can move with it and allow yourself to evolve. When you rebuild, you are not saying the loss did not matter. You are saying your life still matters. You are saying you deserve to experience joy again. You are saying you are capable of carrying grief and still living fully. This new life will look different. It will feel different. Some parts will be harder. Some parts will be surprisingly beautiful. You will discover strengths you did not know you had. You will connect with people in deeper ways because you understand pain. You will notice moments of gratitude you might have overlooked before. Buddhism teaches that loss strips away what is superficial and reveals what is essential. After loss, you stop caring about things that do not matter. You stop wasting time on relationships that drain you. You stop tolerating situations that do not align with your truth. You become more intentional, more present, more aware of how precious life is. This clarity is part of the transformation. You are not the same person, but that does not mean you are less. In many ways, you are more aware, more compassionate, more resilient, more connected to what truly matters. Rebuilding is a process. Some days you will feel strong. Some days you will feel like you are starting over. Some days you will take steps forward. Some days you will take steps back. This is not failure. This is the natural rhythm of healing. Buddhism teaches patience with yourself. You do not need to rush this process. You do not need to prove to anyone that you are fine. You can move slowly. You can rest when you need to. You can grieve and rebuild at the same time. These are not opposites. They are parts of the same journey. And eventually, you will look around and realize something has shifted. You will notice you are laughing more. You will notice the weight feels lighter. You will notice you are making plans for the future. You will notice the grief is still there, but it is no longer the loudest voice in your life. This is not because you forgot. This is because you learned to carry the loss without letting it define you. This is because you chose to rebuild. This is because you honored the past while still stepping into the present. Buddhism teaches that peace after loss is not about restoring what was. Peace after loss is about accepting what is and creating what can be. It is about holding memory and possibility at the same time. It is about honoring who you were and becoming who you are now. This is the path. Not a path that erases the loss, but a path that integrates the loss. Not a path that pretends you are unchanged, but a path that honors how you have been transformed. Not a path that demands you forget, but a path that teaches you how to remember without drowning. And once you walk this path, you finally understand. You understand that healing does not mean the pain disappears. Healing means you learn to hold the pain without being consumed by it. You understand that peace does not mean happiness every moment. Peace means the ability to be with whatever is present without resisting it. You understand that moving forward does not mean leaving them behind. Moving forward means carrying them with you in a new way. This is how Buddhism teaches peace after loss. This is how you rebuild. This is how you honor what was lost without losing yourself in the process. This is how you transform grief into grace. So now you understand something most people never learn. Peace after loss is not something that happens to you. Peace after loss is something you choose. Every day, in small moments, in quiet decisions, you choose to stop resisting what is real. You choose to feel your grief without drowning in it. You choose to accept impermanence without becoming bitter. You choose to let go of suffering while still honoring what mattered. You choose to rebuild without forgetting. You choose to move forward without leaving them behind. Buddhism teaches that loss is one of life's greatest teachers. Not because loss is good, but because loss forces you to confront what is real. It strips away illusions. It reveals what truly matters. It shows you the depth of your capacity to love and the depth of your capacity to heal. You are not the same person you were before the loss. That person is gone, and that is not a tragedy. That is transformation. You are someone who has been broken open. Someone who has learned to hold pain without being destroyed. Someone who understands impermanence in a way most people avoid their entire lives. Someone who knows what it means to rebuild from nothing. This makes you stronger than you realize. Not because you no longer feel pain, but because you learned to keep living despite the pain. Not because you forgot, but because you learned to remember without suffering. Not because you moved on, but because you learned to move through. Buddhism teaches that the goal is not to eliminate grief. The goal is to change your relationship with grief, to stop seeing it as an enemy and start seeing it as part of the human experience, to stop resisting it and start allowing it, to stop judging it and start accepting it. When you do this, everything changes. Grief stops controlling your life. Grief becomes something you carry instead of something that carries you. Grief becomes a quiet companion instead of a loud dictator. Grief becomes proof that you loved, not proof that you are broken. And in that shift, peace begins to emerge. Not the peace of forgetting, not the peace of never feeling sad, but the peace of acceptance. The peace of knowing you can hold both grief and joy. The peace of understanding that loss does not destroy you. It changes you. You begin to notice moments of beauty again. You begin to feel gratitude for what remains. You begin to connect with others who understand. You begin to rebuild your life with the loss woven into it. You begin to honor the past while still stepping into the future. Buddhism teaches that you are not meant to suffer forever. You are meant to transform. You are meant to learn. You are meant to grow. You are meant to become someone who can hold complexity without needing to resolve it. Someone who can grieve and still live. Someone who can remember and still move forward. This is not easy. This is not quick. This is not linear. Some days you will feel strong. Some days you will collapse. Some days you will feel peace. Some days grief will overwhelm you. This is normal. This is the process. This is the path. But if you continue walking this path, you will eventually arrive at a place you could not imagine when the loss was fresh. A place where you can think of them without breaking. A place where you can talk about them without crying every time. A place where you can hold their memory with tenderness instead of torment. This is peace after loss. Not the absence of pain, but the presence of acceptance. Not the erasure of memory, but the integration of memory. Not the return to who you were, but the emergence of who you have become. You were never meant to go back to the life you had. You were meant to build a new life, a life that acknowledges the loss, a life that honors the love, a life that carries the grief without being crushed by it, a life that proves you can survive what you thought would destroy you. This is the Buddhist path. This is the path of transformation. This is the path of peace. And once you walk this path, you finally understand. You understand that loss is not the end of your story. Loss is part of your story, and you are the one who decides what comes next. You decide whether grief becomes your prison or your teacher. You decide whether loss defines you or refines you. You decide whether you spend the rest of your life resisting what happened or accepting what is. Buddhism offers you the tools, the understanding, the perspective, the practices, but you are the one who must choose to use them. You are the one who must choose to walk the path. You are the one who must choose peace. And if you choose it, truly choose it, you will discover something remarkable. You will discover that peace was always available. It was waiting beneath the resistance. It was waiting beneath the judgment. It was waiting beneath the stories your mind created about what the loss meant. Peace was always there. You just had to stop blocking it. You just had to stop fighting. You just had to stop demanding that life be different than it is. And now you know the truth. You know that loss does not have to destroy you. You know that grief does not have to consume you. You know that you can rebuild. You know that you can heal. You know that you can find peace, even after loss. This is the gift Buddhism offers. Not a life without pain, but a life where pain no longer controls you. Not a life without grief, but a life where grief no longer defines you. Not a life without loss, but a life where loss becomes the doorway to deeper wisdom, deeper compassion, deeper peace. And once you step through that doorway, you become unstoppable. Not because nothing can hurt you, but because nothing can break you. Not because you no longer feel, but because you learn to feel without being destroyed. Not because you forgot, but because you learn to remember with grace. This is how Buddhism teaches peace after loss. This is how you survive what you thought was unsurvivable. This is how you transform grief into wisdom. This is how you become whole again, not by returning to who you were, but by becoming who you are now. You are someone who has loved, someone who has lost, someone who has grieved, and someone who chose to keep living. And that makes you powerful in a way most people will never understand. Because the strongest people are not the ones who never experience loss. The strongest people are the ones who experience loss and still choose peace.